Hi, I'm Drello, and I just hit my 5-year mark streaming on Twitch. 5 years is a really long time, and here are top 3 things that I learned in the past 5 years. Number 1 is you don't have to have the best equipment to start. I started quite literally with a laptop using the built-in camera. I eventually upgraded to a PC and got myself a Logitech C270, which by the way is a $17 webcam. And then from there, I upgraded to an Elgato Facecam Mark II. And very recently, like quite literally just this year, I got myself a low key light. So I went from a cramped corner in my dimly lit bedroom streaming on a crappy laptop to now an actual PC with a good webcam with key lights. Not to mention, I also started as a face camera and eventually turned into a VTuber. So this, what you see here is my second original character, and I have like 3 other models of OCs, like chibis, alternative looks, things like that. All that is money. All that is money. And I used to be a face camera. What had happened was I started streaming in my pajamas a little too often, to the point where I was worried that people might be thinking something. So I was just like, you know what? I don't want to show my face anymore. So that in of itself is a bit of an upgrade, because if you know, you know. Original characters, original VTuber models, they can cost a pretty penny. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're thinking about starting to stream, your stuff is gonna naturally upgrade over time. And I just feel like a lot of people get stuck on the quote unquote stuff and never hit live. I just don't think that anybody needs the best anything to just do it. Number 2 is consistency is key. And I don't mean a schedule. Hell, if you look at my panels right now, it quite literally says turn on notifications so you know when I go live, because I have no set schedule. I don't think everybody needs a schedule. I'm not denying that if you're just starting out, a schedule helps, because at least anybody who passes by your channel, they know when to expect you if you have an established schedule. I just mean, like, in the past 5 years, I've learned that shit happens and you might not want to stream every Sunday because you got to go live. And then you are in the line at the grocery store feeling tired on a Sunday when you're scheduled to stream, and you just feel bad. So what I mean by consistency, if you at least hold yourself accountable in the sense that you're like, I'm going to stream once a week, I'm going to stream 3 times a week, that is already better than, I'm going to stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Having that mentality and setting up that habit for yourself is going to help you fight the voices in your head that you aren't doing enough, because you've established at least a bare minimum for yourself, and you can always reflect and think, at least I did the damn thing, right? And the third thing that I learned in the past 5 years, and it's probably the biggest thing, and I'm sure it's gonna hit home for a lot of people out there, is everybody's journey is different, okay? Do not compare yourself to others. You wanna know why? It took me 4 months to hit affiliate in the first place, and 3 years just to break 1,000 followers, okay? People these days, they're like, really? I got affiliate in a week. Really? I broke 1,000 in 9 months, which, great for them. But if you're just going off of that, I'm objectively a worse streamer than those people, right? But that's just simply not true. There are plenty of other people out there who are like, bruh, I've been streaming for 10 years and only 3 people watch me. Or I've been streaming for 5 years and I haven't even broken 500 yet. The reality is everybody's journey is different. You don't get to pick your hits, okay? You don't get to will whatever you want into existence. That's just not how life works. Sometimes hard work and consistency doesn't even get you there. Okay, that's the truth. That's the truth. Building a community is one of the hardest things to do while streaming. Some of it's networking, but I feel like majority of it is presenting your best version of yourself live and just praying somebody passes by and goes, hey, I vibe with that. So while numbers are strong metrics of success, if it gets to a point where it discourages you, well, maybe you're doing it for the wrong reasons, okay? So The past 5 years, I've learned to ask myself these 3 questions to just kind of bring myself back to reality. Number 1, why am I doing this? For me personally, I used to be a professional actress and then I retired for a normie 8 to 5 job. The thing is, I've pretty much acted my entire life, so that need to be perceived just doesn't die for somebody like me. And I'm also just so happy to be bored all the time. Number 2, am I having fun? For me personally, again, if the answer to that question is ever no, I'm just gonna stop. Number 3, why are numbers so important to me? Usually when I ask myself those first 2 questions, the third question becomes irrelevant because numbers don't really matter at the end of the day. You might be like, but I want people to watch, but I want people to chat. Okay, we all do. Every streamer does, all right? But what part of that answer is really in your control? People have their own will, people come and go. And at the end of the day, if you know why you're doing it, and if you're having fun with it, that's all that matters. If your why is, I want to be like Moist Critical or Markiplier or something, I'm not saying you won't. Just know that there was a time where nobody knew who Moist Critical was, okay? There was a time where nobody knew who Markiplier was, okay? Everybody starts with 0, and as many people there are who blow up and fizzle out in front of everybody's eyes, there are double and triple the amount of people who are standing outside in the middle of a thunderstorm waiting for lightning to strike. And the only way you'll never be found out is if you keep staying inside and do nothing at all, because you're being discouraged by something as silly as numbers, okay? So get over it, or, don't. Those are the top 3 things that I learned these past 5 years. If I could go back in time, I would have streamed a lot sooner with my crappy equipment just because, that was something I wanted to do, and that honestly held me back for a really long time. If I could go back, I would never stop as soon as I started. There was a time during these past 5 years where I took a 4-month hiatus, biggest regret of my life. So getting off and then coming back and rebuilding was one of the hardest things I had to do. And the third one, let's be real, this is a daily struggle. This is a daily struggle for everybody who's already streaming. Don't compare yourself to others. Everybody's journey is different, including mine. 5 years, I'm still pretty freaking mid, and I'm okay with that because you know why? I want to be perceived, and I am. And I'm still having fun, so you can't stop me. 99 boo boo. Anyway, check me out, twitch.tv/Drolo. I'm celebrating my 5-year anniversary. Maybe we can chit chat. Maybe we could be friends. I don't know how to end this. Bye bye.